Hey guys, welcome back. Shanks Ranks here. I got my review in on Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. This is my steelbook copy. I got it from Amazon Japan. This number here comes with the 4K Blu-ray, the 3D Blu-ray, and the regular Blu-ray. And I'm really quite pleased with it. I love the artwork. I'll just give you a little close-up here. We have Doctor Strange, 3 different versions of them. We also have on the back here Wanda, or the Scarlet Witch. And the inside of it, we have like a lot of, I don't know, I guess like advertisements for collectible items and whatnot. This is all in Japanese text. Obviously, I don't know what to do with this, but keep it in there for collectible reasons, I suppose. So we have the 3D Blu-ray there. And we'll have the regular Blu-ray there, and 4K Blu-ray there. Let me show you the inside of the steelbook. This is really cool. I really like this. Yeah, so that's what we got there. Let me put this all back here. So, this is a great movie. I'm going to try not to spoil too much if any of you haven't seen it already. It pretty much takes place right after Spider-Man No Way Home. You know, at the end of the movie, you have the multiverse tearing open and Strange is trying to put it back together. This picks up right after that. This movie is interesting because you kind of have to watch a few different things before watching this in order for it to really make any sense. Or I suppose it could make sense, but the climax is just better if you watch certain things before this. For instance, obviously you have to watch Spider-Man No Way Home. Prior to that, I believe it's probably best if you also watch WandaVision on Disney+. That's a great show, by the way. Only 6 episodes long, I believe, and that's crucial to understanding this. One of my friends said Loki would probably be another one too. Honestly, I don't think Loki's that necessary to watch. I mean, it's a great show, but I don't think it's necessary to watch Doctor Strange. But yeah, so let's talk about the specs real quick. So the 3D Blu-ray does have an aspect ratio of 2:39, so you will have black bars on the top and bottom. No IMAX enhanced like the first Doctor Strange 3D Blu-ray was. It is IMAX enhanced on Disney+, so you could watch it in 4K resolution with Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos sound, and the whole film was shot in IMAX, so you'll have the full frame picture the whole time. The 4K version physical disc here is also cropped with black letterbox bars, and it doesn't feature Dolby Vision. It has HDR10. Seems like a slightly darker picture. Dolby Atmos track is actually pretty decent compared to some of the other ones, but enough about that. I'm not here to review the 4K version. Let's talk about the 3D version. I'll try and make this really short because all of these Disney movies, they all have pretty much outstanding 3D. I feel like I'm repeating myself every time I talk about, the pop-out effects, the separation of layers, the depth, the brightness levels, the colors. They're always great on all of these movies. What I'm going to do instead is just compare this to the first Doctor Strange movie in 3D to give you a better reference point here. So, when I compare it to that, do I think it's better or worse? Honestly, it may be an unpopular opinion, and I don't know, maybe it has something to do with my equipment too, but I think that this one is better than the first one. Despite the first one being IMAX enhanced, which was freaking amazing, especially, when the Sorcerer Supreme opens up Strange's eye and, he goes into that psychedelic trip in that movie and the black bars go away. That was awesome. That's probably like the best 3D scene out of both movies combined. However, overall, I would say that the sequel has the better 3D. Constantly throughout the whole movie, the depth was just so inward, just stretching. So many triple layers. Being that this is kind of a scary movie, I mean, it's PG-13, but it's also kind of a horror movie too. Watching that in 3D and making me feel like I was actually in the movie sometimes. I mean, it just added more horror to it, I feel like. I was constantly taking my glasses off and the screen was super blurry. And this one I felt like had more pop-out effects too. Um, like in the very beginning of the movie, as soon as the movie opens up, and you've got Doctor Strange that speaks Espanol, that's running with America Chavez away from that crazy monster creature. Immediately, first thing I noticed was, damn, this is like Infinity War level depth. This is like Avatar level depth. This is really good. And then you got things coming out of the screen, special effects and whatnot from like the magic that they're using. So I was immediately impressed. I was like, you know what? I thought I wasn't going to like this because it wasn't IMAX enhanced, but honestly, I would prefer watching it this way with black bars. I mean, it looks amazing. Other great noticeable scenes, like towards the end, during the final battle, there's a scene where, excuse me, Doctor Strange, he's using, damn, I really don't want to spoil it too much, but there's a scene where there's magic that he's using to create musical notes to attack someone else in the movie, and these musical notes are being thrown back and forth and constantly looking like they're coming off the screen. They don't fully come out to the point where it makes you look cross-eyed a little bit, not like that. But towards the end, there's another scene where I'm trying really hard not to spoil things. So there's another scene where, a lot of like these demonic looking ghosts or black spirits come out, and those ones are constantly coming off the screen. I mean, they just reach out and they're like, "Ow," like that, And I'm just sitting there like, oh man, this is what 3D is all about. I wish that we had more releases like this, and I wish that they were more available. I mean, having to import all the way from Japan, that's such a hefty price. But do I think it's worth it for this movie? Absolutely, yes. I would definitely recommend spending the extra coin and importing this in 3D. It's phenomenal. The colors were great and vibrant. Brightness levels, outstanding throughout the whole movie. Even the scenes that were somewhat dark, the depth was amazing in them. For the surround sound, it was a 7.1 DTS HD Master Audio track. It was okay. I mean, it's like most of the Disney movies. The Dolby Atmos version is a little bit better on the disc, but I mean, it is what it is. When you're watching these movies, you're not really here for the sound. I don't feel like you're more here for the 3D effects that you're watching on the screen. I don't really think it's relevant unless it's in Dolby Atmos or DTS-X surround sound. But anyway, yeah, I liked this one a lot. Highly recommend it. As for the next movie, Thor: Love and Thunder, I know that one's out already. I haven't purchased it yet. I'm trying really hard to figure out a reason why I would spend that much money on a movie that I hate so much, other than to just review it for you fine people. I probably will get to it eventually when maybe I can find it for like $15 cheaper at some point, but I really hate Thor: Love and Thunder. After I walked out of the movie theater and I was like, I don't know if I'll ever watch another Marvel movie again. Oh wait, Wakanda Forever is coming out. That looks like a great movie. Anyway, I hope that helped you with deciding whether or not to get this movie or not. I definitely think it's worth it. The 4K version, I watched the 4K disc as well if anybody's interested. And I also compared it to the 4K version on Disney Plus, which is IMAX Enhanced. And the IMAX Enhanced is cool because you're getting the full frame picture throughout the whole movie, but honestly I prefer the disc, and that could also be because of my internet connection, so it's not really good to compare the two. Everybody's connection could be different. You could be using Wi-Fi or an Ethernet cord. You could be running 200 megabytes per second or more. Me, I have the basic internet, so it didn't look blurry or anything like that, but it didn't look quite 4K. It looked like, I don't know, maybe a little bit less than that at times. Surround sound was definitely louder on the disc. Dialogue was clearer. I could hear the higher channels a lot better. I would prefer the 4K disc, even though it has the black bars. Anyway, that's all I got for you folks, and stay tuned. Hopefully I'll review that Thor movie later. Have a great day.